Hello, aviation enthusiasts, and welcome back to Histories of Airliners. Today, we're delving deeper into the intricate family tree of British Airways with part 3 of our series. Our focus this time is on British Midland International, a carrier that carved its own path before ultimately merging into the aviation giant. From its humble beginnings to its rise as a major player in the skies, we'll explore the history, operations, and the pivotal role BMI played in shaping the airline industry as we know it. So buckle up and get ready to discover another fascinating chapter in the story of British Airways. The story of British Midland International is a remarkable journey of transformation and resilience. From its humble origins as a training ground for the Royal Air Force, this airline defied expectations to become a major player in the global aviation landscape. We will explore how this once small operation navigated the complexities of the airline industry, expanding its reach and influence while maintaining its steadfast commitments to its passengers. Join us as we unravel the fascinating tapestry of British Midland International from its early days to its ultimate integration into British Airways. Initially founded in 1938 as Air Schools Limited, a flight training company focused on training Royal Air Force pilots based out of Derby Municipal Airport, which opened in 1939. This company continued training RAF pilots throughout the World War. In 1946, Derby Aviation was formed, and this company started using de Havilland Dragon Rapides for charter and cargo flights. In 1953, the flight training portion of the company was shut down, with scheduled flights between Jersey and Derby, with stopovers near Birmingham for customs inspections. In 1956, international flights from Derby began with destinations such as Austin, Belgium. By 1959, the airline changed its name to Derby Airways, which was quickly followed by an increase in domestic destinations within the United Kingdom. Mercury Airlines was founded in 1957 as the Overseas Air Transport Limited Company. This company had one de Havilland Heron aircraft in which it was leased to other companies for 1957 and 1958. Even with the addition of 2 more aircraft, these aircraft were also leased out, with this company flying no flights under its own name into 1960. By the end of 1960, the founder, Lord Peter Clathrop, decided to use one of their aircraft recently to return from lease under its own colors. Based out of Manchester, this airline initially flew scheduled flights between Manchester and Leeds. Throughout the 1960s, the number of aircraft and the number of flights and destinations began to grow across the United Kingdom. Mercury Airlines was acquired by Derby Airways in early 1964, with all Mercury Airlines flights ending by 31 October of that year. With the acquisition of Mercury Airlines, Derby Airways changed the company's name to British Midland Airways, with a new headquarters located at the East Midlands Airport. By 1970, British Midland Airways had not only acquired its first jet aircraft with the introduction of BAC-111s and a Boeing 707, they also began service into London Heathrow Airport. British Midland Airways continued to grow in both destinations, domestic and international, and in numbers of jet aircraft throughout the 1970s. In the 1980s, British Midland was directly competing on many routes with British Airways by acting as a no-frills competitor on the routes that they both served. Aircraft were modernized from 707s and other first-generation jet airliners, being replaced by early 737s, along with a change in livery. The airline was rebranded as British Midland in 1985. The rebranded airline began introducing business class style service in 1987, calling it Diamond Service, and the aircraft gaining names along with the word Diamond, the first being Tiffany's Diamond on a DC-9. The airline began serving meals and drinks for all seats for every flight and added airport lounges throughout their destination system. The airline was also restructured twice to improve cost savings and overall profit. By the late 1990s, the aircraft in the fleet stopped being from Boeing and Fokker with the addition of Airbus and Embraer aircraft to the British Midland fleet. In the 1980s and 1990s, a portion of British Midland was owned by the Scandinavian Air Systems Group, the parent company of SAS, but this portion was sold to Lufthansa in 1999. A new identity and a new livery was introduced to the world in 2001, after it was discovered that people outside of the United Kingdom did not know instinctively what kind of company British Midland was, with some people confusing the company as a bank or as British Airways. The word international was added to the company name, becoming BMI British Midland, which eventually was shortened to just BMI. By 2007, BMI had purchased British Mediterranean Airways, which allowed BMI its first access into Africa. However, the sun was setting on this airline, as by 2010, the economy had soured, and despite retracting and ending certain services as a cost-cutting measure, BMI would be merged into British Airways in the year 2012. Incorporated in 1986 as Eurocity Express, this airline had a short but important impact on the history of its future parent company of BMI. Operations started in 1987 to Paris and to Jersey off the Normandy coast, with the change in name of the company to London City Airways coming in 1988. This airline also purchased the last 3 de Havilland Canada -7 aircraft ever produced. However, in 1990, the economy had soured and the airline was shut, with all its assets being purchased by BMI. British Mediterranean Airways was founded in 1994 by a group of investors led by the 3rd Baron Hesketh, who is known more for its F1 racing team in the 1970s, who briefly had racing legend James Hunt as their lead driver. During most of this airline's history, it was a British Airways franchise airline with destinations throughout Africa and the Middle East. By 1997, the aircraft were repainted into the current British Airways livery, flown with British Airways flight codes, and basically treated as if they were proper British Airways aircraft, with the British Airways removing their own aircraft from the routes served by British Mediterranean. In 2007, British Mediterranean was sold and integrated into BMI, with the old British Mediterranean gate slots being sold to British Airways for £30 million. From its humble beginnings as a training ground for Royal Air Force pilots, British Midland International ascended to become a formidable force in the aviation industry. Through strategic acquisitions and unwavering dedication, the airline evolved from a regional carrier into a global player, connecting passengers across continents. However, the turbulent landscape of the airline industry ultimately led to its integration into British Airways. While this marked the end of an era for BMI, its legacy as a pioneer of affordable air travel and a champion of customer service lives on, forever etched in the annals of aviation industry. So, what do you think about BMI's unique journey? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more awesome aviation content. If you want to be part of something bigger than just watching videos? By becoming a member, you're not just supporting your favorite creator, you're joining a community of like-minded individuals who share your passion. Enjoy exclusive perks, early video viewing, and the thrill of shaping the channel's future. Your support directly fuels the creation of even more amazing videos, in-depth analysis, and interactive experiences. Together we can build something truly special. So why wait? Join our community today and let's embark on this exciting journey together.